Hello, and welcome back to ZenithTech. Today we're here to take a look at the Mionix SK Avior Ambidexterous mouse. Now, Mionix has a range of mice, ranging from the Avior, which is their ambidextrous mouse, to the Caster, which is considered their high-end speed mouse, to the Mionix Naos, which is kind of a wider palm grip type mouse. We're going to be taking a look at all three of them over the course of the next few weeks. Now, the Mionix Avior 7000 has a 32-bit ARM processor, an ambidextrous design like we were talking about, a soft touch rubber coating that we will get into in a little bit, 9 fully programmable buttons. Now those programmable buttons do include the main left and right clicks, so it's more like 4 that you can change plus 2 that I use for profile switching, right behind the mouse wheel as well as the scroll wheel itself. It has 3 in-game DPI adjustments, 2 integrated LEDs with 2 color zones, up to 16.8 million LED color options, as well as color shift, solid, blinking, pulsating, and breathing effects. We'll get into that in a little bit. 128 kilobit built-in memory, so you can store your profiles for your mouse on your mouse, just in case you need to go to a LAN or something and you want to take it. Your profiles can be stored on there. A gold-plated full-speed USB 2, and a 2-meter long braided cable. The specific sensor that we have in this mouse, they do have a variety of sensor options for these mice. So the one in particular that I'm reviewing is an optical mouse. The sensor that I have in my particular mouse is an ADNS 3310 sensor, which is an optical gaming IR LED sensor that goes up to 7,000 dpi. It has a max tracking speed of 5.45 meters per second with no hardware acceleration and an adjustable liftoff distance. Now, Mionix claims that this ambidextrous mouse is more of a palm and claw grip mouse. It has that hybrid look. However, in my experience, you'd have to have a very small hand to use this mouse as a palm grip, or a medium to larger size hand if you wanted to claw grip it. So this is Mionix's version of an ambidextrous mouse, and overall I think they did a pretty good job of it. However, there was one design choice in slanting up the sides to come at a crest as they crest over the top edge. That kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and it gave me some pressure points while using the mouse. If I saw Mionix making another ambidextrous mouse in the future, I would ask them to actually smooth those off a little bit to make it less steep of an angle as it comes over to the top side of the mouse, because that edge, like I said, gave me some pressure points and left me uncomfortable at times. However, overall, this is a fantastic mouse, and it does a really great job at what it says it's going to do, which I have to give Mionix praise for. It doesn't advertise that it's going to, solve the next big math problem or cure cancer, but it does exactly what it advertises, and at a pretty reasonable price, especially if you find it on mass drop or find it on sale. I can't recommend this mouse highly enough, or Mionix's line in general. You just have to pick one of the 3 mice that they have that's going to suit you best between the Avior, the Caster, or the Naos. The rubber coating that they have on this mouse is fantastic. It keeps your hand relatively dry when you're playing long gaming sessions or you have to use it productively, but I believe long term it could also be a downfall depending on how it wears. Now for the software experience, the software that Mionix uses is fairly standard and I don't see any problems with it. It is exactly what it's supposed to be. It gives you the DPI adjustment, it gives you the multiple profiles, it allows you to customize every single button on the mouse if you'd like to, left and right click included. It allows you to customize the LEDs to any presets or pretty much any color you like. Breathing modes are pretty nice. The LEDs in general are a strong suit on this mouse, as they are colorful and vibrant, and they do show off the true beauty of this mouse in a very subtle way that is also powerful enough that you can actually see it. One complaint with the LEDs, however, is that on the top side of the mouse, right next to the mouse wheel, wherever they have the LED situated, it's not diffusing very well. So if you use, I don't know, let's say like a purple color, you'll see very vividly the red and blue LEDs on your finger, which is kind of off-putting. I haven't had that problem with any of their other mice. Maybe it's just my version that has this problem, but it's something to look out for. Here's a quick sample of what the switches that they use on this mouse sound like. So in conclusion, this mouse is fantastic in a lot of ways, but I do see that there is some room for improvement on Mionix's part. Now, they're a fantastic company, and I fully endorse their products, but the Avior might not be the best solution for you unless you really need a left-handed mouse. If you're a right-handed user, the Caster seems to have a little bit more in the comfort realm that the Avior does not have right now. However, a simple update to the outside, making that slant from the bottom of the mouse up to the top on the sides less steep and less severe, giving it more of a rounded feel like the Caster has, would be a fantastic update to the line and would really put this ambidextrous mouse in line with its other products in terms of ergodynamics and just general comfort over long periods of time. Now, the particular SK version, it does add the SK logo instead of the Mionix logo, which isn't a big deal to me. I picked up the SK version because I found it on Massdrop at a discounted price. So that's the reason I picked the SK. The Mionix Avior 7000, the non-SK version, does not have the white accents, and it will have a fully black aesthetic. It will also have the Mionix logo instead of the SK logo. So the Mionix Avior comes with a 2-meter braided sleeved cable capped off with a USB 2 connector, a gold-plated USB 2 connector on the other end. And I have had very, very few problems with it. It's stiff enough that it doesn't just flop around on your table, but it's also flexible enough that you can pull the mouse right out of the box and use it that day without experiencing any major cable drag or running into problems routing the cable back to your PC, wherever your system is. So thank you for watching this video. If you like this type of content and you'd like to see more of it, please hit that like button down below. If you didn't appreciate this content for one reason or another, please hit that dislike button and leave us a comment down below letting us know what you didn't like about it and what we could do better to improve our video. If you'd like to stay up to date with all of our current happenings, please follow us on the social media that is in the description, and hopefully we will see you in the next one. Thanks so much. See ya.